Welcome to the InfiniStats run through for super users on how to add and remove existing users. Once you've logged in, you will hit this landing page and you will see your name at the top right hand side with the little arrow to the right. Click on that arrow, it brings up your options. You will need super user admin for this section. That will bring up a list of users in your organization. The shield with the S in it indicates that that individual is a super user. All other users are your end users who have the ability to read or edit the survey information. You will see their email address, their username, and the last time that they logged in. This is a very useful piece of data, as this will tell you who your users are who use the system regularly. It will also be a point where you can identify who should be removed because they're not actually using the system. Next to each name, there is a little cog, which is your edit button. Click in there, and this is where you can change the permissions that that individual has for the various surveys. So once each of the surveys is added to your account, you can then set the permissions for the user. This user might not need any access at all to the Human Capital Metrics service, so you can actually turn that off completely by clicking on None. Equally, you may want them to be able to enter the data, put it as a read-write. If you only want them to be able to report on the data and not input the data, you would leave it as a read status. Once you've changed the permissions, you click Update Permissions, and that will change their access to the account. You can also edit the user information, changing of a name or an email address, and you can also change their password. So if they forget their password, you have the ability to go in and set a new password for them. At the bottom here, you see the delete user. So if you decide that this user is no longer required on the account, you click on that. It will ask you to input your own username as confirmation that you want to delete the user before allowing you to delete off the system completely. If you want to add a new user, click on the Add User button, enter the name of the person, email address, and click on Create User. It then gives you the same screen as you will get when you want to edit a user. You can set the different statuses for the different services, update permissions, and you can set the password in the normal way.